Bonjour! Today we are going to learn the verbs of the third group. In the previous video, we have seen the exceptions, the irregular verb of ER group and the verbs of IR, the exceptions of IR group, I would say, that the irregular verbs. Now we are going to focus on OIR verbs, the verbs which are ending in OIR. And the fourth category, RE, it is still for the next video. So we see the verbs of OIR group. The first category, the verbs which are ending in CEVOIR, cevoir verbs. Like I am giving you some examples: apercevoir, recevoir, and décevoir. These verbs, there is one certain rule to conjugate them. So you see here, for je, tu, il, elle singular and il, elle plural. First of all, we need to do one thing, that we change the C into C cedilla. That there is one small curve, a small S you can say. We call it cedilla in French, in cédille. So that we are doing first of all, that we change C into C cedilla, and then we are cutting the cevoir for je, tu, il, elle, and it becomes like that, aper. So we say aperçoit, tu aperçois, il or elle aperçoit, and the last one will become ils or elles aperçoivent. Okay? And for the nous and vous form, we will just cut OIR and we will say apercevoir, that it is becoming apercevent, and after we say apercevant, apercevait, like that. I hope it's clear. Okay, so let's try one conjugation then. Let's see how much you remember. Okay, so I know the rule was quite complicated, so just quickly tell me, what did we do? To conjugate, we remove the cevoir part and then we add, for je, aperçois, we are adding the ending COIS, j'aperçois, tu aperçois, il or elle aperçoit, and for il and elle, plural also, we are cutting the same part, the cevoir part we are removing, and then we are adding soivent, aperçoivent, and then we remove OIR, and for nous it would be apercevant. We are keeping the radical apercevent, and after we add the ending ONS, apercevant and apercevez. Okay, and the meanings are just there for your help. Then the verbs of the same category, recevoir and décevoir. I would suggest that you should quickly write the conjugation on your own, and then you should check if your answers were correct or not. Okay. Now we have another category of OIR verbs, which is this: voir, savoir, devoir, prévoir, vouloir, pouvoir, valoir, and pleuvoir. Okay, so we see the conjugations, how we conjugate them. More or less, we have to memorize them. Just I divided them further in two categories. Like that, it will be easier for you to memorize them. The conjugations are quite similar, but you cannot say that we are cutting this and we are adding this. More or less, you just have to memorize them. Irregular verbs, in any case, we have to memorize. So, the subject pronouns are given: je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, il, elle plural, and savoir verb, the meaning is to know. The conjugation would be je sais, tu sais, il or elle sait, nous savons, vous savez, il or elle savent. Now, devoir, it will be similar, but not exactly. Like for savoir verb, you said c'est. For devoir verb, you will say doit. Je dois, tu dois, il or elle doit, nous devons, vous devez, il or elle doivent, doivent. Okay? Now, voir, to see. Je vois, tu vois, il or elle voit, nous voyons. Now here you see we are adding y from where, I don't know, but we are adding different things in different conjugations. So that's why I said that there is no certain rule that we do this or we do that and the conjugation will be done. They are irregular. We just need to find some similarities to make them to memorize them, to just remember them. Okay? So nous voyons, vous voyez, il or elle voit. Now I'm removing again that y and I'm going back to I. Voit. Then prévoir, to predict. These meanings that I'm giving for these verbs, there is one meaning, but there are many other meanings of the same verbs as well. There are several circumstances for these verbs that you will learn when you will improve your French. You will keep learning. You will understand what's the meaning of these verbs. How can you use them in different circumstances. I will also try to make some more videos for the use of these verbs. Okay, so prévoir, that will be really similar to voir verb. We will say prévoir, je prévois, tu prévois, il or elle prévoit, nous prévoyons, vous prévoyez, il or elle prévoit. Now the verbs that you will see on this slide, they will be conjugated the similar way. So, for example, you will see vouloir, which means to wish. Je veux, tu veux, il or elle veut, nous voulons, vous voulez, il or elle veulent. Now, pouvoir verb, it will be also very similar to vouloir verb. You would say je peux, tu peux, il or elle peut, nous pouvons. There we add the L and here we are adding V. For vouloir verb, we said nous voulons. For pouvoir, we will say pouvons, nous pouvons, vous pouvez, il or elle peuvent. Okay? Valoir, very similar. Je vaux, tu vaux, il or elle vaut, nous valons, vous valez, il or elle valent. And pleuvoir, which means to rain. Now, you will not say I rain or you rain or he rains. There is only for il, we say il pleut, it rains. And for nous, vous, il, elle, plural, no. Now the verb is avoir. J'ai, tu as, il or elle a, nous avons, vous avez, il or elle ont. Avoir is one auxiliary verb. We have already seen the conjugation of avoir verb, but it is also one irregular verb. It is one auxiliary verb and it is irregular as well. Alors, c'est tout. That's it for today. We have seen OIR verbs in this lesson, and in the next video we are going to see the verbs of RE. Get ready for that. Au revoir. À très bientôt.